A massive security breach that impacts over 1 billion passwords and usernames. I'm Dave Madsen. Good to have you with us. Your personal information could be at risk in what may be the biggest cyber theft of all time. 1.2 billion passwords and usernames have been stolen. That's according to Hold Security. The data was lifted from hundreds of thousands of websites. Experts say the thieves will use that information to send out those annoying spam emails or fake products. No major email providers were affected, but you're still warned to ignore emails advertising product sales. And joining us tonight to talk more about this huge cyber theft and what it means to you is Stan Prager of GoGeeks. And Stan, one of the things you were saying is this is really impressive because it's so big.
The scale is outrageous, and it's probably the largest that's ever occurred in the past. But on the other hand, it's also a reflection of what goes on every day in microcosm in hacking of websites. Now, in this particular case, we have 1.2 billion sets of credentials. That's logins and passwords. We have 500 million email addresses that have been compromised, and we've got 500,000 websites. So that's a huge number. But hacking occurs on a regular basis, and the precautions that you need to take as a user are the same, whether Russian hackers are penetrating our markets or not.
Yeah, because they're targeting these. So how can people tell if their information's been stolen?
Well, it's difficult to tell. That's a very good question. I mean, there's the companies that have uncovered this are keeping the information secret.
Yeah.
Many companies have been compromised, and those companies are certainly not eager to let word spread that they've been compromised. But you want to take the same steps you would normally take on a regular basis. So first of all, you want to use strong passwords. And people always ask me, well, what's a strong password? Well, what you don't want to use is fluffy one. Many people use the name of their dead pet and the number 1. And the problem isn't that they use that one particular password, it's that they use it on everything.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. You have different passwords for everything.
You should, and when you put together a password, you want to have a strong password. So a strong password would be a capital letter, a small letter, lowercase, a number, and some type of symbol like an ampersand or a pound sign or something of that nature. And it should be at least 8 characters. But most importantly, you need to change your passwords frequently.
What's frequently?
I would say once a month on the key websites. I mean, I have hundreds of websites I have to access, and I have a book with all of my passwords. Yeah. So it can become very complex. People become lazy about changing them. But the important ones are your online banking. That's critical. Yeah. And by the way, even if you don't bill pay online, but you just access your account and what have you, that's online banking. Yeah. So keep that in mind. That's pretty serious. You want to change that. PayPal, because PayPal is linked to your bank accounts and your credit cards. And most people don't think about this, but your email, because your email is what will get hacked first. And if they hack your email and they get your credentials, they can then use that to try it on different websites to see if it works.
Where you're being notified about your bank accounts and everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's overwhelming just to remember one password, never mind all of these. You say you keep a book of those things. Correct. Is that the best way?
I think so. I mean, you can use an Excel spreadsheet if you like, but print it out and have it in your pocket or your wallet so when you're traveling or what have you. I think it's important to understand the scale of the danger here. It isn't just simply that you're going to get spam email. It's the identity theft potential. Yeah. You have to understand that one of the things about this particular incident is that they know where it's coming from. It's a group of Russian criminals, and they know exactly where it's coming from.
What are with this too? Because I know a lot of computers you can save your passwords and they'll be put in automatically. Bad idea? Good idea?
Well, it's saved on your particular computer. Yeah. In your particular memory. Does that put you at additional risk? Probably not. Maybe in a small way. I wouldn't be so concerned about that. I'd be much more concerned about changing the password and about using strong passwords.
All right, Stan Prager, good advice, and you can always get a hold of Stan at GoGeeks, and we have more information posted at WGGB.com. Good to see you, as always.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for the good information.